I'm not happy with you, Mr. Johnson. You're on bond in this case, and now you've picked up a felony case. The only thing I asked you to do, behave yourself. Don't pick up any new cases. And now, Morgan, what has Mr. Johnson put?
Let's see. Unauthorized possession of a catalytic converter.
Catalytic converter theft isn't just shady. It's a felony gold rush. These tiny car parts carry big consequences. Question for you. Should first-time offenders in cases like this get a second chance or straight to jail?
Complex. Security guard in the apartment complex observed defendant. Observed in plain view in the defendant's vehicle 3 catalytic converters, especially in Jackson's Cut, and defendants were not mechanics. There's 2 defendants in this case. Defendant 1 was under a vehicle cutting the converter. When he saw security, he attempted to escape by jumping into a vehicle where defendant 2 was in the driver's seat. Security stopped them from leaving.
So where was Mr. Johnson?
I'm just trying to figure out if he was the number 1 or.
Right, where was he? Was he in the car? How do we know if it's him? I don't want to try the case, right? But I don't want to.
Right, Judge. In the DIMS, they decided not having the defendant wanted to do. Let me just pull up the offense report really quickly. So, Mr. Johnson was under a car. He was the defendant that was under the car. And then there was another defendant.
So was he in the act of taking another one?
Yes, he was in the act of trying to steal when the security guard.
I am now going to revoke your bond on your first case. I asked you not to get in trouble. You've not put a felony case. Is there anything that you would like to add?
Your Honor, I would ask that the board set a...
And there it is. Bond revoked. Think about it. The judge gave him one simple order. Stay out of trouble. He couldn't do it. Do you agree with the judge's no-nonsense call here?
bonds, and obviously,
I
understand. Yeah.
That's, look at those, like $5,000-6,000. Someone has to. Life's hard enough as it is, man. You know, really. Goes with you. Hi, Mrs. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
So, it's making a firearm accessible to a child. Did someone pass away as a result?
No, this one was the defendant, the father of the children. There were 3 children playing, and then the gun or the weapon was found on the bed, and one of the children was trying to get rid of the gun, and then ended up shooting and killing his 10-year-old brother, shooting inside of his head. And I spoke with Caroline on this, but I was more comfortable going to you without any redirect on what you thought was
I don't know. You know,
packet, but
what'd you think?
for some reason the case is 2 years old, and it was only a 7-page packet.
This is gut-wrenching. A child lost because a gun was left unsecured. Let me ask you, who holds more responsibility here? The parent who left the gun out, or the system for not preventing it sooner?
Felt that his statement wasn't really taking as much responsibility overtly for this, and then it was images of their family. I understand all of that, but with 2 years going on, I don't know why this wasn't resolved with the other chiefs or what's going on, but I just wanted to see a little more with him.
Mr. Gutierrez, come up. Come up. Oh, he doesn't speak English. Hi, Luis, how are you? So are you okay with going with that include rec? Siegler? Are
Sorry.
you okay with going with that include rec? Where was the weapon initially? Do you know?
He's dead.
Encontrada en la cama.
Gun is. Well, I mean, do we know where it was initially before it was used? I guess that's my question.
There were several guns in the house. One moment when you pull up the OR, but this one, it was involved in the accident, was found on the back. One. Yeah. The mother, the complainant, or sorry, next of kin, advised that she was told that one of her children was trying to make the bed, and in the process, moved the firearm to discharge. And the child did not know that the gun was loaded.
It's the worst night.
I know.
It's awful. I don't know. I don't. I think that there has to be some punishment, right?
Yeah, please to, I can redo mitigation packet.
The thing is that he's had the chance to do it. You know what you're supposed to do. And if you can't own up to it that time, then, I mean, that's truly what you mean at that time. Right? So, I'd like to see it, if you don't mind, his letter, see
Of course.
how he feels. Is he truly remorseful? You know? Because, you know, on one end, I would think that the fact that your own child is dead because of you, is that punishment enough? Right?
I was that too, Your Honor, which I was completely wrong.
If you can't even take responsibility for it,
And the next of kin, the mother, the fire chief did speak with her in person. We followed up with her over the phone. And she has expressed they've all been to therapy, obviously, and she said leave it up to us.
are they still together? Are they family still together?
Yes.
So let's do this. Let's get the plea done. I'd like to get it done today. It's 200 days old. Do it. There's going to be some. Okay? Not as much. There's going to be some. And then, but
This moment cuts deep. Losing your child is already a life sentence in grief. But should the justice system double down with punishment or show mercy? Drop your thoughts below, because this is one of the hardest courtroom dilemmas we've seen.
I'd like to see his letter first, if you don't mind. Okay? And then,
It's in Spanish, so.
it's okay, I can read it.
Okay.
And then, do you want to go ahead and write it up and do it today? Or tell me how you want to do this.
I would, whatever the recommendation is, I would like sometime to talk to him about it.
Okay?
And if you would like to take it today, then we can take it today, if not, how?
It doesn't take it, we're going to set it. It's 200 days old, it's time. So I guess let me take a look at the letter, let me read it, and then I'll get back to you. And then give me 15 minutes, let me just talk to them and then, okay? Sure.
I'll send it right now.
Thanks. Hi, Will. Mr. Trevor Maines, you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. Oh, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry, John D. And thanks, Mom. This is Mr. Trevor Maines. It's the last name, Trevor Maines. It's under Trevor.
Sorry about that, Judge.
Okay.
So officer, are you ready for me?
Yeah, okay. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Officers were dispatched to a bar in Harris County, Texas, in response to a person. Complaining witness, a security guard, told the officer that the defendant had left the bar and gotten into his car, but then returned a short time later carrying a gun. While there were other parties arguing in the outdoor area of the bar. Defendant took the gun and threw it under the fence. Complaining witness retrieved the gun, took the bullets out, and returned the gun to the defendant and told him to leave. Complaining witness then observed defendant go to the back of the bar and
So they had told him to exit the bar, you said? So, Mr. Trevor, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. How old are you, sir?
So,
What do you do with yourself these days? What do you do with yourself these days?
I'm a lawyer, I don't have a job.
How come?
Moved here. Moved out here.
From where? Okay. What are you planning on doing with yourself? Okay. How long has it been since you've had a job?
Like 2, 3 years ago.
2, 3 years since you've had a job? How do you support it? How do you live? How do you eat? How do you get money? Okay.
Trouble. It's my record. I'm doing trouble.
Do you have any prior criminal history?
just carrying a handgun in a motor vehicle that was.
I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go back to this place. Do you understand? Not to be in possession of weapons. Do you understand? So, how are you going to get a lawyer, sir?
Prison.
So, you're just going to do nothing and...
You signed me
So, I don't want to talk to you, the case. I don't want to talk about the case. But let me ask you this. You haven't had a job for 2 to 3 years. Why should the people of Harris County have to foot a bill for you when you get to do nothing for 3 years? How is that fair that we all have to pay for your lawyer when you don't do anything? Play Xbox all day, just hang out at home and do nothing, and we have to bill for that? How's that fair?
I don't have it. It's only to do.
So here's what we're going to do.
Hold up. The judge just flipped into motivational speaker mode. From unemployment to Xbox. He's laying out raw life advice. But do tough love lectures actually change defendants' lives? Or is it just courtroom theater?
I'll have you fill out an application. I'm now making a condition of your bond. You've got to get a job. And I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks. I want to see what you've done to get a job. You're 27 years old, dude. This life is really, really tough without money. And the older you get, life doesn't get easier. It's harder. You get bigger. You get fatter. You get uglier. You lose hair, right? And if you don't have a job, if you don't have a trade, if you don't have a way to make money, what do you think's going to happen? Do you think people are going to keep giving you handouts the rest of your life? That's how we have all these people who walk the street, looking all Quasimodo-like, have no way of getting money, no traits, no skill. It's not the way to go through life, man. Now is when you work your ass so that when you become 60, when you become 70, you have a cushion, you have somewhere to land, so you have a house, you have a nest egg saving. It's just not. I'm going to tell you now, you're going to have a really rotten and miserable life. This life is a journey, and it's really a good journey where you buy nice things, have nice clothes, take nice vacations, pretty wife, kids, or it can be a rotten toilet of an existence where you're in and out of jail. You ain't got no money. You're begging every single person for this and for that. And that's not the way to go through life. Did you even graduate from high school? I want you to get a job. I will give you a lawyer. But you're not to use alcohol. You're not to use illegal drugs. And I'm going to test you like crazy. I want you to know that now. And I'm going to hold you to a standard as well. Do you understand? And if you don't, life's not going to go well between you and I. I'm just telling you that now. You will be held to a standard. I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks. And I want to see what you have done to get a job. If you come back here and you ain't got nothing in your hand, it's not going to go well. Do you understand? You might give an application. Good morning, Mr. Daly. What would you like?
Judge, two things. I talked to Madam Prosecutor on this case, Judge, and I'm approaching on two things. One, bond reinstatement and TC on this case, Judge. She and I have already discussed it, on this case, and we just both want you to hear the piece for can, Judge. And then on the bond reinstatement as well, Judge.
So officers initiated a traffic stop in Harris County, Texas for a vehicle having a fictitious plate bearing the word traveler on it. During the stop, the defendant refused to provide
Traveler? Okay.
During the stop, the defendant refused to provide ID or insurance information, stating, "I do not consent to this." The officer attempted to remove the defendant from the vehicle, and the defendant actively resisted by pulling his arm away from deputies until he was behind.
Okay. Tell me what.
So we looked at, I'm sorry, Madam Prosecutor, the interference with duties of public servant, Your Honor. Even if my client is failing to, give them that, then it is an arrestable offense. But in this situation, it is, Judge. However, in this particular situation, he didn't interfere with anything in terms of his own arrest. I can, if it was a resisting or something to that effect, I can.
They're just trying to get him out of the car.
No,
And
disagree.
it's classic sovereign case where got the license plate, think that traveling by right is what I think how they term it.
In this situation, Judge, and the reason I'm employing upon the pulling and tugging at his arm, when you put my client in some fear, was more than one officer. It was pretty.
But he still has a duty. If they're asking you to come out, they can lawfully do that.
And
There are videos, and go on YouTube, right? There are hundreds of videos where officers will literally destroy your car to get you out. When you get into a pissing match with a person who has the power of arrest, who's going to win, Mr. Daly?
you don't disagree, Your Honor.
Right. You know what I mean? That's real life.
You don't disagree, Your Honor. I think under the circumstances of what actually happened, it was not Mr. Daly's position to resist or to interfere. That was not. He was concerned for his safety at that point. And actually, I don't. Did you hear that wrong? Right. And so in reviewing the video, it was pretty quick, pretty brash. They didn't give him an opportunity to respond per the prosecutor in this situation. It wasn't as if he was intentionally
Remember,
not.
this is just a mere probable cause.
Yes, Your
So,
Honor, I agree.
they ask you to come out of the car one time. Yeah, that's, so, I think that there's enough probable cause to go forward now.
And there it is, wisdom or warning. The judge reminds us, in a battle with police, you almost never win. Do you think this advice will stick with the defendant, or is it another lesson lost?